Hello you beautiful people, welcome back to a brand new video. Today I'm going to be reacting to Andrew Tate best moments. Now, I'm going to be adding hopefully a scoreboard, might not, you can count yourself. Alright, how many things I agree, how many things I disagree. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put how many different clips are in the video here. You guess how many I agree with.
No.
Personally, I like Andrew Tate. I think he's exactly what we need. He's some of the things I don't agree with, but I think he's a proper nice bloke. Alright, I think he's a proper funny guy. This is the sort of mindset I'd have if I was minted, apart from some little bits and bobs that, like I said, I don't really agree with, but you get where I'm coming from. So without further ado, we're going to watch the video. So I'll see you guys in a sec.
I came from nothing. My rise was meteoric. Goshen, Indiana, Gary, Indiana, Detroit, Luton, the worst town in England. Now I'm sitting around with
I didn't know he's from the UK.
Someone said to me yesterday, your Bugatti, that's like 3 million euro. And I was offended. This cost me 5.2 million euros. Do you have any idea how much options cost a Bugatti? That sunroof was free, my G. It costs more than your house. VAT? Bro, 5.2 M. I'm going to buy another Bugatti.
When I was in Macedonia
Yes.
for a tournament, and me and my friend, we were out one night and we were talking to these two Macedonian chicks, and this little dude started running his mouth to my friend, and my friend, who's a fighter as well, threw him over a table. So they got in a fight, threw him over a table. Anyway, we left, and before we even got up, I grabbed my guy and we got the club. I said, look, bro, we're in Macedonia. We don't know who's who. So we went home, we went to sleep. Anyway, next morning, I'm having my breakfast. These two dudes come over to me and they said, oh, hello. I was like, hello. He goes, we're here to kill your friend.
People have their little bits of happiness in the world. So they have, for example,
This man has lived a life, right? I don't know if they're all true. I feel like some of them he does take the piss. I'm not going to go against him. I think he is an icon right now. I think if he carries on the way he is, he's doing all right. I think he recently come to the UK, done a couple of podcasts. I know he done Cal Freezy's one, The Fellas, I think it is. He done that date video with, is it Maya? Maya Jack? Oh, fuck knows. Yeah, that was pretty funny. I watched a bit of that, but it gets a bit boring because they just ask the same sort of shit, and she was just getting offended by it. It was quite funny. But I love watching people get angry at what he says. You can't really hate him. There's some little bits that I don't agree with. But anyway, let's carry on watching.
a kid, a daughter, and they have a dog. And they're like, oh, well, you know, Tristan, you fucking got the millions of dollars and all the beautiful women, the fast cars, and you're tall and you're strong, and all the women want you, but, you know, I've got my daughter and my dog. Money can't buy that. Motherfucker, I've got a daughter and a dog, too. And I've got all that shit.
Depression's a fantastic motivation, but people are told the opposite. No, you should feel depressed, that's wrong. You should be happy anyway. Take the pills, stay home, take some time off. Complete garbage. You're depressed? Okay, get up, go for a run, lift more weights, make more money, get a second job. You can outrun depression. You ain't got time to be sad if you're getting where you need to get. You ain't got time for that. You can outrun it. If you start working the jobs you need to do and you're training and you're trying to start your business on the side, you have no time to sit around moping. And before you know it, you'll wake up one day and you'll look at your life and go, wow. If someone comes to me and goes,
I agree with that. I think people that get really depressed, it just, when they're like, oh, and one of the worst things, right, I go on Snapchat, it's quite a frequent thing I'm on, they're like, they put stuff on their stories like, I'm done, I'm sad at the moment. Who gives a shit? Like, honestly, who cares? Right, unless it's like your closest mate or like maybe a family member, they might message you and ask what's wrong. I mean, most people ask what's wrong. They want to know what's going on. Not because they feel bad for you, because they want to know what's going on. They want to know if there's any beef. I've never understood it. I've never understood like the whole depression. I'm not saying it's wrong, because I'm assuming it's sadness. It's not depression. You're sad because something's happened. Do something about it. You're not just sit there. Like, I'm quite a happy person, and a lot of shit has happened in my life, but I'm all round, I'm happy. There's not really much that gets me down. I mean, a day you could be like sad, but the next day you get up and do something. Do you know what I mean? You just, staying sad is just a thing that I just don't really think people actually think about. They just they just keep it in too long. They deep it too much. But I do agree with that, and I agree with a lot of his stuff like that, because it's obviously where that's got him now. Sounds like I'm being a proper fucking bumlick. I'm not. There's some things I really don't agree with. I'm hoping one of them comes up, because there is one that I've looked at that I don't really agree with. But let's carry on.
Really shy and anxious. I'll say, so? No, oh, okay, that must be horrible. No, so? Do it anyway. Yeah, but I'm shy. I don't care. But no one cares. The whole world doesn't care. If you could drop dead tomorrow, the world wouldn't care. The sun's still going to rise. People are still going to go to work. So you're going to sit here and worry about speaking? Getting rich is probably the worst thing that can happen to the majority of men. I was broke for a very long time, lived a very difficult life, and then became rich. That's what I am. Because if you're the man first, and then you get rich, you're the man.
Yeah.
If you're a punk, and then you get rich, now you're a massive punk. I have nothing to talk to women about besides either sleeping with them or... Wait. Yeah, that's it. I'm talking to you eventually so we fuck, or we fuck so I continue to talk to you so we can fuck again. I have no interest in talking about anything else. Oh, tell me what happened in Vampire Diaries today. Like, what does a brother and sister sit and talk about? How can you have the same interests as a woman? I suck some other guy's dick. Oh, knock, knock, who's there?
That's funny. That's fine. I don't agree with that. I've got a girlfriend. I've been with her 3 years. I don't agree with that, but that does make me laugh. It is an alpha male. Some would say an alpha male. I don't agree with that. I think. So I mean, there's some stuff you actually got to look into. You know when it's the one. So I guess he's just not found that yet. It's probably hard for him to find it. She's got to be like some rough, tough. Fucking, she's got to tick all the boxes. You know what I mean? All the boxes.
Will Smith, I lost all respect for this guy, man. I liked him, and I don't like anybody. But I had nothing genuinely against him. But what? He's just a pussy. He's a bitch.
I feel like it's healing that needs to happen.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that
Healing, yeah, healing.
there's a lot of stuff going on in the world right now.
Yeah.
Even though this is minuscule, I do feel like it's
What does she do right there? What does she say? Yeah, who decides if it's minuscule or not? Yeah, it's minuscule. You know, even though this is minuscule, and why she does this is very simple. It's, once again, it's a female tactic. If she says it's a minuscule thing and you're angry about it, then you look petulant. You look childish. It's minuscule. So then now Will gets angry. Why are you so angry about a small thing? Fucking another dude for 4 years while married. Who says that's minuscule? And here's what you G's got to do. You get your bitches.
Cheating's wrong.
Add them to a Telegram channel.
Cheating's
One
wrong.
channel per hoe, where they can read your messages, but they can't reply. And you block them everywhere else. Hear me out. Then when you wake up in the morning, you write a generic, good morning, baby. Got lots to do today. Got to patrol the streets. Got to flex on the broke boys. Got to make money. Got to check on my casinos. Got to pimp other hoes. But if I have some time, I might try to see you. Miss you very much. Copy and paste it in every channel to every bitch. And they'll read that shit. But then they can't go, well, you're always busy. You're always with other hoes. They can't reply to you. Do you not see the brilliance? All they can do is read it. It's all bullshit. All feminism, all girl empowerment, all of this crap means nothing. What have you learned under the pride flag? At certain points, you're going to need a man to defend your idea. That's what's going to happen in man's world. Regardless of what your female view is, it's always been about different ideologies fought between men.
Right. I do feel like women can do a lot of things men do. I'm not saying they can't. Men do a lot of things better than women. A lot. I think I see a lot of videos where like women moan that women footballers don't get paid as much as men. It's for obvious reasons. Just look into it. If you know anything about money, you'll know exactly why. Popularity, it's just loads of stuff. I don't like feminists. I think they're very, like, fair enough. You're happy, like, oh yeah, we can all be equal. That's fine, be equal. But when you're like getting angry at everything a man says about it, that's just not on, because you're almost taking away the part where men used to be like everything before like the Women's Rights Act happened. You're taking that and you're pretty much reversing it. You want to be on top. It's not like you want to be equal. You want to be on top, right? So I think there's slight bits of agreement, but not in the way he's saying it, because I think women are great. Only saying that because my girlfriend's watching. No, I'm joking. I do think women are great, and I think they're a big part of the world. So yeah, there's a slight agreement, but there's a slight disagreement. So yeah.
When I talk to people say to me all the time, I have a business idea. I say, okay, cool. A week later, I'll say, how's your business? You go, what business? You have an idea, and it's been a week. Where's your fucking company? Where's your business? It's been a week, you ain't done shit. People are lazy, people are slow, people are complacent, including you. Everything must happen instantly, quickly, fast, speed, attack. Hitler conquered Europe with blitzkrieg. You need to go quickly. I cannot emphasize this enough. Women are intrinsically lazy. If you show a woman how to make $1,000 in an hour, she'll think, I can work 2 hours a week. If you show a man how to make $1,000 in an hour, he thinks I can make $18,000 a day. You know what the most beautiful thing in the world is? It's love. And I mean this in a
That's varies. I mean, that's probably something I'd think. To be fair, I'd probably do a bit more than 2 hours a week. I mean, it depends who it is. I mean, there's a lot of blokes that are like, there's so many like men that are just lazy. I work with a lot of men that are just fucking borderline, don't do shit, mate. Right, I work at B&Q, right? Jesus Christ, some people, there's bare minimum and then there's below that, right? And the people that do that winds me up. It absolutely pisses me off. But I sort of agree with it. Not in that term though. I think there's some women that would work a bit more than 2 hours a week. I don't think women are stupid. But I mean, again, I do think some men would work harder. But yeah.
In a non-corny way, when a man truly loves a woman and a woman truly loves a man, and they're together ride or die no matter what, that is truly beautiful. And let me tell you something. A man can do things that men do and still be completely obsessed and head over heels in love with his woman. I know as a fact, no matter what any of you say, if you take another dick, you will never love your man the same. I don't care what lie you try and tell. I don't care you saying, oh, it was just sex. Bullshit. You can't love your man and be sleeping with other men. And a man can truly be ready to die for a woman and sleep with another woman now and again.
Shower gel is the biggest con in the history of humanity. The bar of soap I used was 19 cents. Shower gel I used was $1.99. You have a bar of soap for 19 cents. You have a shower gel for $1.99, but you need 6 shower gels to equal the amount of cleaning power as 1 bar of soap. 6 shower gels at $1.99 is $11.94, which means for $11.94 you could get 62 bars of soap. For 62 times more, I expect to get in the shower with a whole bunch of naked hoes.
Do you want to be rich? Yeah, I want to be rich. How will you get rich? Everyone out there has a dream, but very few people have a plan. If you're surrounded by people who have a plan to get rich, sooner or later you're going to begin to make money. If you were in a room with ice cream experts, if all they talked about was ice cream and you were in that room, sooner or later when someone comes to you to ask you something about ice cream, you're going to know the answer. But you're going to accidentally know some shit about ice cream. If you're in a room with people who only talk about money, do you understand what I'm saying? Every time I meet one of these people who has fun without drinking.
That's a good point. That's a very good point. I've not ever looked at it in that way. That's a really good point. I mean, I don't know a lot of people that just talk money. I've always wanted to, just start my own thing. It's not that I'm lazy. I would happily knuckle down. It's just where to start. There's so many different things. The cost of what you want to do, the reality of it. That's why there's things like Dragon's Den. They don't always go to plan, the whole Dragon's Den. There's some people that have gone on there. Dragons have said no. They've gone off. They've ended up still making millions of pounds in a company. But yeah, I do respect what he's saying there. And that's what he has this thing called Hustlers University, which I was so close to joining, but I didn't. Not because I didn't think it was a scam. I thought it wasn't a scam. Americans will sit there and pay fucking hundreds of pounds to get taught nothing in college. Out there, they just party all night and they have to pay for it, and then they're in debt. Whereas for him, it's 30 quid a month, and you're pretty much getting taught to make money. You're not getting taught to work, if you know what I mean. So I do respect the whole thing Tate does, but it's whether you trust it or not, to be honest. But not, I mean, what I'd love my future to be is in YouTube, and that is why I'm doing that. I would like to give that a go. I'm doing something about it. I'm doing what he said, alright? This is my money making method, hopefully.
I think, fucking no, I need to hang around with this person. This person has fun without drinking. They're permanently drunk. They're like, they must be hyper in their minds. They must be supercharged. And they're permanently ready to do some fucking crazy adventure and wake up the next day in another country with no clothes on. This person must be amazing. But instead of being amazing, they're actually the complete opposite. They're boring fucks who don't know what fun is.
The worst thing you can possibly do for your kids is make them grow up rich. That's the worst thing you can do. I was raised poor, I made all my own money, and I hope I spend it all before I die. And my son can fucking make it himself. Because all of life's important lessons come from being broke.
I respect that, but you'd be livid, right? If you get born into the world, your dad's minted, like minted beyond belief. He's got Bugattis, he's got a massive house, and then he's like, I ain't leaving anything for you. Fuck off. Fuck you. I mean, I do get where he's coming from though, but I mean, that's just, you just got to be a good parent there. You got to give him good life lessons. You got to teach him what that he says is like, oh, the only way you get rich is if you be poor. You're not the only you're not the only specimen that has got rich. People have got rich for doing other things. Like, if people's parents are minted, they're going to somehow find out how to get minted off their parents. Just like he said, if you sit in a room with people who talk money, you're going to eventually know about money. If you sit in a room with your parents and they own businesses, they have all this money, like you, your kids aren't going to learn that's how you make money. I think that's quite a bad one. I respect the fact that he said, oh, you should grow up poor, but realistically, are you going to make your kid grow up poor when you have, well, all this money? I don't think so. But I'm going to leave the video there. It would have ended up getting a bit too long. I do enjoy that. I like talking about what he says. I like adding on to it. I do agree with a lot of the things he says. There's some things that I don't really clock on with. I just don't agree with the way he says it. But I mean, he's a sick guy. Let me know in the comments if you'd like me to join Hustlers University. Right, full honest opinion. There's no like, I'm getting paid. There's nothing. Right, I'll do a full review on Hustlers University. Just leave it in the comments if you want me to do that. But yeah, that is the end of the video, I guess. If you'd like to see another one, please leave it in the comments. And I'll catch you all again in the next one. Peace.